In this video, I'm going to demonstrate using the aggregate function, which is a new function in Excel 2010, and it is a math and trig function. So I'm going to go to the Formulas tab, and in the Math and Trig library, I'll choose Aggregate. And before the function dialog box opens up, you need to choose which arguments you're going to use. And for our function, we're going to choose the function num options ref1 arguments. And you'll notice that this function is somewhat similar to subtotal in that you have a number of different functions that it will perform, such as maximum, minimum, average, and so forth. So the first argument is function number, and it's just like the subtotal function where we entered a number to represent the sum function. For this particular function, we're going to enter number 4, which is the number for the min function. The second argument options, we're going to enter 0, which will ignore any nested subtotal and aggregate functions that are in the range that we're going to select. And then finally, ref1 is the range we're going to select, which is B5 through D18, which is the numbers for the first quarter for Chicago. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and click OK. Now, like the subtotal function, it might be similar to key this function, so I'm going to demonstrate that with the minimum. So I'll type an equal sign and begin to type the name of the function. So here you have the function number argument and the list of functions that you can have it perform. I want to do a min, so I'm going to double click on that and then type a comma. Here are the options, and I'm going to stick with the first option, ignore nested subtotal and aggregate functions. I type a comma, and I'm going to go ahead and select the range, and then I'm going to enter, and there I have the minimum function, or the minimum number in that range. I'll then do an average, using basically the same arguments except for the calculation I want it to perform. And so there we have the answers to these various items, the maximum, the minimum, and the average. And that is the aggregate function.